Greetings and welcome to the Introduction to Astronomy. In this week's Astronomy of Other Cultures, we are continuing our look at Muslim astronomy, and we'll talk about the astronomer Ali Qushji, and look at his contributions to the astronomy of this era. So, who is Ali Qushji? Well, he lived from about 1403 to 1474, and worked on astronomy as well as other topics in Persia and then later in the Ottoman Empire, part of what is now Turkey. He is known for working with Ulugh Beg, who we talked about in a previous discussion, and did get a number of works with him. Now, in terms of astronomy, he worked on the Hale Eshkali Gamar, which was explanations of the periods of the moon. So, looking at specifically how the moon moved and its various different periods of different types of motion. Now, that was one of the things that impressed Ulugh Beg and got them working together. So he was impressed by this work and ended up employing him at his great observatory. And some of the things that he did, that Ali Qushji did specifically, was a rejection of Aristotle. Now, remember, Aristotle was the one who everything was based on at this time. So all of the motions were based on works of Aristotle from this point over 1,000 years, well over 1,000 years before. And the whole idea was that the astronomy was becoming more mathematical, and kind of separating it from the philosophy that it had been tied into and making it more of a mathematical and a physical science. And one of the things that we're able to try to get rid of here was that there was no need for uniform circular motion. Now, this is one of the things that Aristotle gave us. The heavens were perfect, and therefore everything in the heavens had to move in circles and had to move at uniform speeds. Now, there was no proof for this. This was just a postulate, as we often say in geometry, where certain things are accepted without proof. But as we begin to get more and more information, we now start to find that this is not a necessity, that we do not have to have uniform circular motion, and it would be another 150 years or so when Johann Kepler would give his laws of planetary motion, stating specifically that the motion was not uniform and not circular. One of the other things is that he suggested that the Earth could be rotating. Now, that doesn't mean he suggested that the Earth rotates, but really what he was saying is that there is no difference between a rotating Earth and a stationary heaven as compared to a stationary Earth and rotating heavens. Can think of this as leading into the idea of relativity and relative motions that we talk about. But there is really nothing that you can do to tell the difference between these two possibilities. So, is the Earth rotating or are the heavens rotating? And he did not say for sure that the Earth was rotating, only that you could do the work just as easily whether it was Earth rotating or the heavens that were moving. And which it was something that was really not known at the time. Now, at this time, of course, people considered that the Earth was stationary. It didn't feel like Earth was moving. However, we're starting to get to that idea now that maybe it really is the heavens that are rotating and not the Earth. So let's go ahead and finish up here with our summary. And what we've looked at today was Ali Qushji, who lived from 1403 to 1474, known for work in astronomy in Persia and the Ottoman Empire, and came with a break with the dependence on the natural philosophy of Aristotle, the possibility of Earth rotating, of Earth actually moving, and that there was really no need for the uniform circular motion that Aristotle had given us. So that concludes this discussion on Ali Qushji. We'll be back again next week to talk about another astronomer of the Muslim world. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.